People are telling me to move on, right? And I'm trying to ask them, how do you move on in a lie that's being told on you? So what am I supposed to do, right? If you lying on me and then my family and friends then lying to me, then how do I move on when you lying to me about me? So am I not supposed to defend myself? Right? Now, hold on. Now, this is what the Bible say. This is what I'm saying. This is what gets me, right? When I read the Bible, right, and it says, therefore, if Moses, for whom led the Exodus out of Egypt, said, and King James seconded Moses' testimony in King James Version of Genesis 4, verse 7, which says, if thou doest well, shall thou not be accepted? And if thou doest not well, sin lieth at the door, and until thee shall be his desire, and thou shalt rule over him. And then, therefore, how do I legally free myself from your understanding of me? And how do you spiritually free your religion from my legal judgment of it? Which is why I am now calling King David out of King James Version of Psalms 19, verse 12, so that King David could say, but who can discern their own errors? Forgive my hidden faults. Which is why I, for whom name is King Tommy Chancey Cowser Sr., am now legally, historically, biblically, religiously, and federally calling the brother of Jesus of Nazareth of Galilee, for whom name is James, James into the civil and criminal courthouses in Seminole and Orange counties in the state of Florida, as well as into the federal courthouse in the Middle District of Florida, so that James could testify from the King James Version of James 4, verse 17, that James, so that James could say, therefore to him that knoweth to do good and doeth it not, to him it is sin. Which is why I, for whom name is King Tommy Chancey Cowser Sr., is now calling King Solomon, out of King James Version of Proverbs 21, verse 30, so that King James could say, there is no wisdom, nor understanding, nor I stopped. Okay. Man, see, that's what I'm saying. But I'm going to keep this going, right? Because this is what I'm saying. If you are attacking me mentally, right, then wouldn't I also be affected by your mental attack of me? See, but here I got my family and my friends, right, say that they helping me by putting me in a mental hospital, right? But what I'm saying is, if you say you helping me, why you not in the mental hospital administering psychological evaluations of me? Like, why you letting them do it, right? So then, if they are the ones, right, that is lying to you about me, well, why would you keep letting them put me in a mental hospital making up a jacket on me? See, that's like you sitting up there like an informant watching them like bury me. But yet you say you helping me, but I can't go to court. You won't come to court and testify on my behalf, but you out here in the world telling people about me. See, but you pleading the fifth in the courts, but out here in the public opinion, you telling everybody about me. Well, why everybody don't know about you? See, that's what I'm saying, right? Everybody talking about me, but you don't know the other person, right? Like, what about them? They talking about me who worked, had a job, and everything, right? But they talking about me when I was in high school, right? But what about them right now? I'm saying, man, I was in high school. I was 15, 16, 17, 18 years old. Sunday, I'll be 54. So how can you judge a 53-year-old man to his 18-year-old self and you don't be crazy? Are you 18 now? Well, if you knew me when I was 18, how can you be 18? So let's talk about you. What have you accomplished from 18 to 9? What have you accomplished? Right? So what would your life story be? What would your testimony be? How could your testimony save you from your sins? See, like how could the high priest Caiaphas, the Pharisees, the chief priests, the high priests, the scribes, and the elders in Jerusalem, how could they save themselves from Jesus? Right? Because the Bible say that you're supposed to be saved by the blood of the Lamb and the word of your testimony. So if the Bible is convicting the high priest Caiaphas, the Pharisees, the chief priests, the high priests, the scribes, the elders, Peter, and Judas, because it said that Peter would deny Jesus 3 times. He did that. And Jesus said, if you deny me before man, I'll deny you before my Father. So who made Peter a saint? Who made Peter Saint Peter? When Jesus said that he is an offense to him and he's Satan to him. So do you believe the scriptures, or do you believe Saul, who changed his name to Paul and then made Peter a saint? Because it wasn't Jesus, because Jesus said that he was going to deny him 3 times, and Peter lied and say, no, Lord, no, I won't deny you. And then he did it. So now if he denied Jesus, why are you accepting him? But I didn't deny you, but you won't accept me. I was in the civil and criminal courthouses in Seminole and Orange counties in the state of Florida when I claimed you. And now you rejected me because you say you love Jesus. Well, how do you know Jesus? Huh? You know Jesus because somebody told you about Jesus, but now that I'm telling you about me, you rejecting me. Well, why you rejecting me as if I don't know me? But now how do the person who telling you about Jesus know Jesus? And Jesus say, many will come in my name doing signs and wonders. Do not be deceived. So how you not being deceived when you using what somebody else told you about somebody else to deny me? So why I can't use what somebody else said about somebody else to deny you?